Hello, trading is closed on June 27th, 2016. My last call said there was a good chance of gapping up today, and that if we did, we had a target of 2070. Obviously, that didn't happen. I invoked my standard rule, which says if we gap sharply in the undesired direction, the call is killed before the open. The 2070 target was optional, so we'll just forget about it. There are some other targets, though, that aren't optional, which printed. We had 2029.85, 2012.62, and 2005.22 from way back on March 15th. It's really incredible how even after 3 months the market remembers that price and uses it as a resistance area. During the day, MEJT says this drop is false, gives us a target of 20.0610, most likely to print tomorrow. There are positive and negative things about today's chart. It's positive. We gapped down, hit lower lows, and couldn't hold any of them. That would be negated if we gapped down and promptly took out these lows. It's a negative that a pattern which usually closes near the day's high couldn't even close over the middle of the day high. It's negative unless we negate it by gapping up and promptly taking out today's highs. So there's a good chance we're going to have a gap tomorrow and promptly move out of the range. If that does not happen, I think we'll close a little change and have the big move Wednesday. It's pretty tough to pick lows when the market's falling like this. You can be right in the long run and get your head handed to you in the short run, but there is a chance that tomorrow we're going to hold these lows and gap up. Let's look at a few of the reasons. Here's our triangle. We set this at 100%. The lows tend to be at Fibonacci numbers. 88.66% is right at today's low. If you start a trend line right at today's low and start going back a few years, you'll see these beautiful hits in 2013, in 2012, 2011, and all the way back to the origin of the big bull market in 2009. That's a very major support trend line which is held pretty well, and it's not too unreasonable to think it'll hold a day longer. Well, this is the pattern I have. This as being ABC, but I think it's most likely A, with A and B, and then wave C of B coming up. And the reason I think that is if that's the count, and this is A, and this is A of B, and this is an ABC down, then black A is exactly equal to black C, and we have 3 waves down. You can count it as 5 waves down if you're really in the mood, and that would make it the end of C. But here it's the end of AB of B, and it could be a move up. So with some trepidation, I'm going to say this has a chance of holding. If so, we could have a substantial wave up here, with the minimum target being 20.0610. But if we gap under these lows tomorrow, a lot of the reasoning falls apart because the trend lines will break. And that's today's call.